very important for organizations to have an incident response strategy. We've recently engaged in a number of accounts that have had security struggles, and something that we found is that oftentimes they don't have that strategy laid out or documented, or it could be very old. So having that created, for one, is a great first step, and having a regular maintenance schedule to make sure that as the environment changes, that you're continuing to update that response plan given an event to make it more effective. In addition to having an incident response strategy, it's important to practice it. So the tabletop exercises, sitting down and going through the motions so that you understand within your organization what steps are taken when something happens.
The threat landscape in today's world, particularly in on-prem environments, the same can actually apply in cloud environments. The rate at which we see a proliferation of that attack, we've gone from weeks at a time in the past to completely take a customer offline to, in some cases, an hour or less to completely disrupt 40,000 plus workloads. So we need to make sure we're talking through how they do a recovery from a availability of infrastructure, whether that's cloud or on-prem, to make sure that we're handling that and have a response plan in place. It's really important that our customers are thinking of how this landscape changes quickly, and it's not a fear tactic. It's a reality. You plan for that, you assume it's going to happen, and you put that as part of your culture with your team, that anytime they see oddities, rare behaviors, things not doing what they should be doing, you should assume first that is something going on that shouldn't be going on versus just assuming it's a hiccup. I always remember I had a leader I worked for way back early in my career that there's the concept of speed, there's the concept of cost, and there's the concept of everything else. You can only have two of those. And most organizations want all three. You can't have all three without increasing one of the other ones. So that's cost, that's resources, that's speed. So when we talk to our customers, it's in that methodology of how do you prioritize those? How do you not spend a ridiculous amount of your budget on something that could happen, which is a hard thing to explain, and prevent you when something does happen of having to spend that without the planning involved. We want to drive thought leadership in what we're seeing. We want to share our insights back in what we see in the wild with our customers. And we want to make sure we're helping them to drive that culture of cybersecurity awareness within their organization.